While you were watching something else, this was posted on Instagram from Roki Sasaki. Cryptic, not really, because not a shock. The Dodgers landed another super-duper star. They win the Roki Sasaki sweepstakes. He signs with the Dodgers. This was on Friday, and then we got the kind of official word that he signed
this is
there.
the one that
and
took
then,
me over the top.
This is unbelievable because not because of the fact that Tanner Scott signed with the Dodgers, the price tag, Harold. Did any of us see $72 million coming for a reliever?
No.
Mark Feinstein broke this over the weekend. So two big stories. The rich get richer. The Dodgers do it again. Roki Sasaki, you said all along that's where he was headed.
Yeah.
So no surprise there. But we really thought there'd be more teams in play for Tanner Scott. I guess everybody fell out when it got to the $72 million.
Well, I mean, it fell out, I guess so. But were we surprised? I didn't even know that was going to be the Dodgers making that run. I mean, it makes sense
Scott?
when you sit back. Yeah. It just was so quiet underneath everything, and then bam.
72 million. You know, there was a time not long ago when closers commanded huge dollars. And then the industry shifted to, maybe we don't leverage all that money in a ninth inning guy. We can committee this payroll chunk. Maybe we're back to the closers getting paid. This is a big time arm. Game-changing arm. He goes to an already great World Series winning team at a huge price.
I mean, the flexibility, too. I mean, you got Blake trying to come back, right? So you can match up. You can probably – Tanner Scott's going to be able to – he's been a guy that's pitched more than just closer. Mm-hmm. So they got a pitcher. That's, I think, how they're looking at this thing. If you look at what the Dodgers are doing, what they're building a unified front for a team, so to speak.
I mean, they also took a stone out of the Padres' little wall they were trying to establish down there too. Because
they changed the direction of the Padres. They really did.
Probably not wrong. That's probably not wrong. The Pods I thought that the Padres were clearing the decks for international money so they'd land Sasaki. I really thought that's where he was going to go, even though you were right all along by saying the Dodgers. So not only do they not get Sasaki, they lose Tanner Scott, and they lose both of those players to the team up north that's been their big pain in the side forever.
I got so many calls from people like, is this fair what the Dodgers are doing? This is ridiculous, blah, blah. They got to be breaking rules. They're not breaking rules. They're just smart. And I think you go back to 2022, they started planning for Ohtani. The following 2 years, they were going to get him. Remember 2022, you had Trey Turner, you had Bellinger, you had Turner, Justin Turner, and Dan Duffy. They didn't sign any of those guys.
Right.
Trey Turner was a $300 million player. Loved to have him back. Bellinger came through the Dodger farm system. That's a former MVP. $80 million. Boom. That's 380, about $400 million. They didn't sign. Bye-bye. Then the next winter, they go, you know what? We'll get rid of J.D. Martinez and I'll bring you back Lance Lynn, David Peralta, Rosario. What are they doing? What are the Dodgers doing? They were getting ready for one person, Shohei Ohtani.
All right, let me lock in on the financials.
And then Shohei gave him a gift. He said, you know what? I'm going to defer it. Mm-hmm. I said this on the program before. He got $2 million. You know how many guys got $2 million that year? 388 players got $2 million or less. And Shohei was one of them. So if you look at it, Matt, what they've been able to do all the way with Mookie, look at the money these players have deferred. They've deferred over $1 billion to the Dodgers. And that's why it is a culture where guys go and I want to play. We got that full screen built. Why is this so different? This is why I think where things have changed. The money has changed the game, but here's how the money's changed the game, Matt. When I was coming up and free agency was a thing we were fighting for, and you got free agency at 6 years, guys were making, by the time they got to free agency, $100,000, $200,000. And then they became a free agent, and they were able to make $1 million, $1.5 million. Or Dave Winfield got 10 years at $10 million.
Yeah.
You know, wow, Winnie, amazing. That was then. Now free agency is, I've already made 100-some million probably by the time I'm 6 years into free agency and I'm a big-time player. I probably made it 20 million, 25 million. I probably made close to 50 million. Now it's about winning. And that's what these guys, they all know they're going to get paid, but I want to win.
And it's easy to say that when you know you're going to get paid.
Yes.
Or you
exactly.
right, you have that guarantee, or you know it's coming in X number of months. Now you can tell everybody,
and
I just
getting
want
paid
to
is
win.
$100 million or more.
Yeah.
It's $72 million for a pitcher.
Yeah, it's life-changing, generationally changing money.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Look, I thought that if they landed one of these two guys, we would have been cooing about their offseason. They bring Teoscar back.
No.
Like, you know what? The only guy that's not happy about all this is the guy in the Dodgers developmental pipeline who's not a blue-chip prospect. That guy who's being groomed as a role player. That guy who's being groomed as a, 4A type player. There's no room in the inn for you, son. Sorry.
There's 29 others. Go compete.
We thought that when the Dodgers put together one of the early incarnations of a super team in '92, they had Darryl Strawberry, who was there for his second year, and they bring in Eric Davis. Remember?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And we thought, look at the Dodgers spending all this money. Oh, my God. That's chicken scratch compared to what they're doing right now.
The one that kind of I think baseball has to look at, this is my thought. This is where I'll probably get in trouble. But this is my thought.
Here we go.
It's the Sasaki signing was the one that hurt the most. Because at $4 million, he's getting to pick where he goes. We're getting a player from Japan who's an international star, like Otani, like who's going in Ichiro's going in the Hall of Fame right now. These guys get to pick where they want to go play. If I'm a top player here in the U.S. and I'm getting $3 or $4 million, I don't get to pick where I go. They should have to be drafted. They should have to have a draft, a lottery that says, I just won the lottery, I'm going to get Sasaki.
It's not a bad idea.
It's not fair.
It's not a bad idea.
And go, I can pay $4 million. Everybody can afford the $4 million for this guy. But you know you're not going to get him. So it should be a lottery pick. He shouldn't have be able to pick like a regular free agent because he's still under restrictions.
Sounds like
his salary's held in a spot.
It sounds like something right out of former Commissioner Selig's, equal playing field playbook, what he tried to establish when he was there. And I'm sure that Commissioner Manfred has thought about that. And by the way,
that's why they want to institute the international draft in a sense.
And they've wanted to for a long time, Commissioner Manfred. But just for everybody's edification, MLB did thoroughly vet this Dodger signing. They found, and they had released this over the weekend, they found no evidence of a handshake or a, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's all legit. This is the team he picked, and that's where he's going.
Yeah, and I'm just saying he shouldn't have the right to pick.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
At $4 million.
It's a good idea.
He should not. And when you have Mookie Betts, Shohei, Freddie Freeman, Yamamoto have a meeting with you, I'm going to play for you, too.
And let me tell you, I do think, and again, I can't wait to see what this does to, preseason odds, the anticipated win total for the Dodgers. The regular season win total is probably going to be north of 102.5, which is obscene. It's probably going to be somewhere in the 104, 5, 6 category. Yeah. But look, you get to a 5-game series in the postseason, anything can happen.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
The Harlem Globetrotters could be upset.
It's baseball.
And that's the hope that other teams have, right? Arizona's put together a really good team this year. They're legit.
Yeah, they are.
The Pods haven't done what we thought they were going to do, but there are teams that could certainly catch the Dodgers in a bad week.